Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. Quiet the mind. Now, I'm going to tell a story. The other day, I was going through my normal work week and I just decided to take the day off. Now, people know I'm self-employed, so, I'm usually a hard worker. And even on my quote-unquote vacation, I was doing some work, right? That's why I say quote-unquote vacation, because Rom always find a way to do something, right? But anyway, just one day I was just like, this can wait till tomorrow. I can record these other videos tomorrow because I usually record my videos several days ahead of time. And I was just like, Rom's tired. Rom is tired. I'm like, shoot, I'm just going, you know what, I'm going to go to my favorite Jamaican restaurant, get me some curry goat, usually get jerk chicken, but I say I'm going to give me some curry goat and just drive around, right? Hit up one of my favorite clothing stores and stuff, see if they got anything new for the fall. They don't yet. They still got their linens out, right? And a couple other things. I got to hit a bookstore. Man, I'm just chilling yesterday. But in doing so, in relaxing, I had a ton of ideas while I was driving around. I mean, I think I said on a video on one of my platforms, I had this past Monday, I had like 3 paths to $1 million. I came up with a couple more, viable, wow, I should get started on this now. I already kind of have anyway, but I mean, really take all my stuff to another level. And then I kept adding to it. I was just writing down stuff, and stuff was just flowing. You know what? Sometimes you really just got to quiet your mind, right? You just got to quiet your mind and just get all the gook out of it, the junk, let it just come out. Because most of the time when people are going around, they either thinking about something in the past or thinking about something they want to do in the future, right? They very rarely are in the moment, right? Just empty the mind. And people, shoot. And I think I joked someplace, so I think I sent out a tweet that said, I'll be hustling while I sleep. I do. I go to sleep. I have more adventures while I'm sleeping and stuff. Seriously. But once you get in the moment, once you quiet your mind, you can see a million possibilities. And when I say a million. Because if you're thinking about something that's past, that's already happened. If you're thinking about, if your mind's in the future, what's going to happen and all of that, well, you're not paying attention to what's going on, right? Sometimes you need to just sit there and just let your mind go blank. That's the purpose of meditation. That's why people really should meditate, just to quiet their mind. I mean, you don't quiet it totally, but you can get some insight. But sometimes it's tough just to sit still like that. Sometimes just go out and do some dumb stuff. Or just do some stuff just because, everything doesn't have to have a purpose. Just walk through a store just casually or something. Walk in the mall, chill out. Go by the duck pond or something like that. I have a duck pond near me. Goose pond, geese, whatever they are. Yeah, because these some big-ass geese. Everybody be feeding them and whatnot. You want to do, but whatever you do, go driving. One thing I like to drive, in countrysides or go someplace I already know the directions to, but maybe go another direction or something. Put something in to the phone or something, GPS, and just find a different way of getting there, just to see stuff, just to open your mind and just to really focus, not on what's happened before. It's already happened. And people always think, well, I could do something different or they regret something. It's like, it's already happened. It's already happened. Yeah, it might be nice to think, oh, I wish this had happened. And I do that every now and then, but I don't dwell on it. But, just go along and then don't worry about, you want to have you want to plan for the future, but you don't want to dwell there or worry about what could go wrong, because that's how people get anxiety. They worried about what could happen instead of just being in the moment. And I've had people say, I've even had some detractors say that. They say, you're just kind of happy-go-lucky sometimes. And I'm just like, yeah, you can't worry about the future till it gets there. So why worry about it? And I stay eternally optimistic. Eternally optimistic. But I also see the path towards that optimism. But that's another podcast. No, but you want to quiet your mind. And then a lot of questions, you can answer a lot of questions. Like the elders, the one thing they used to do, if they had a serious thing coming up, they would say, let me sleep on it. And what they were doing was quieting the mind. That's all they were doing. They were chilling. They would sometimes, if you notice, stuff just come to you. Like yesterday, just in a process of doing something, there was something I had been looking for a long time, a term I wanted to come up with. I'm not going to share the term now, but there'll be a big announcement in a few months. I got to put some stuff together with this term, but I came up with something and I was just like, wow, all because I just relaxed. I wasn't like, oh, I got to do this video, or I got to deal with this coaching client, or I have to write a book, or, do all that stuff. It was just like, boom. I wasn't worried about it. So you want to get to that point. I mean, and this is regardless of, sometimes people say, well, I got this bill to worry about, that bill. Shoot, just take an hour and just blank out, veg out. Just be like, shoot, just do something just totally for fun. All right? Let's take an hour. Sometimes you can get so much, you can get the answer to a question. I mean, it was, even in business, that's helped me to do that. A couple of months ago, there was something, I'll just say a big bill I had to pay. And at first I was like, oh, snap, I got to pay this bill. But then I just got real calm, probably just drove around a bit. Then it was like, oh, this will be easy. I can do this, this, and this. I got the money. Boom. And it was done easier than I even thought at first. Like, you can solve any problem. You quiet your mind. A solution will come. All you have to do is just say, okay, I need to solve this problem. Quiet your mind and listen and pay attention. Because sometimes the answer, it might come as a thought, or it might come in a conversation with somebody. You might decide, hey, you might run into somebody and they say something that you need to hear. Now, regardless of how you want to worship the supreme force, I'll call it that, because we have people of different religions listening. That's how that supreme force talks to you. It's not it typically ain't going to have some big booming voice from the heavens saying, yeah, go to this person for a loan or something like that. No, it don't happen that way. It happens. You might see something. You might notice something you didn't notice before. Somebody might say something. You might drive a different way, take a different direction, and notice something that you wouldn't have noticed if you didn't do it. But in order to receive that information, in order to hear that, you have to quiet your mind and be willing to listen and willing to see, And that's the key. I mean, and that's one of the keys to my success. That is honestly one of the keys. Once I got rid of a lot of distractions, and I had a lot of them. And once I got rid of just thinking about what could have been done in the past or what kind of thing is coming in the future, right? When I just stayed in the moment, when I would quiet my mind, boom, it would be like, oh, damn, that's easy. It's like very simple. It's an incredible thing. It's an incredible thing. And it's a powerful thing. So, whatever the case, quiet that mind. Whatever problem you have, Just put it up there and say I need a solution. Then quiet your mind. So anyway, that's it. Have a great day. Keep rising and transforming. Peace.